Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at some fun, spicy battles in the Master League Premier Cup Classic Edition. As this week of Master League has gone on, I've noticed a lot of Waterfall Gyarados and Charmers, and I wanted a Pokemon that could handle both. So today, we're trying out Poison Jab ROSERADE. ROSERADE is definitely more of a fun pick than top meta, but I did go about even in the sets that I ran with it. So without further ado, let's hop into it and let's take a look at some of my favorite matches using Poison Jab ROSERADE. Hopping into the first match, picking up a slightly negative lead, Machamp into Gyarados, but they safe switch immediately into Togekiss. This tells me that this could potentially be Waterfall Gyarados Double Charm, which is a team that we should be set up to handle. We're able to get the shield with the first Weather Ball, which is really nice, and these Poison Jabs are absolutely chunking, and is part of the reason why I did want to run Poison Jab. You have significantly better fast move pressure. I shield up there. It was probably just the Ancient Power, but on the off chance they were running Aerial Ace, I did not want to lose switch advantage. They'll come back in with the Gyarados and commit to the farm down, but I will be able to force a shield with the Leaf Storm. Unfortunately, I timed my charge move poorly, and they're able to sneak through an extra waterfall and farm down. I'll bring back in the Machamp, and I should be able to tank any one move outside of Hydro Pump. They go for the Outrage, that does huge damage, and now they bring in Sylveon. So things are looking a little rough there, as Outrage did big damage, but the good news is Excadrill has a dominating matchup over Sylveon. Basically, all we really need to do to win this match is ensure that we can get to 2 moves. We are going to shield up the Psyshock just to preserve some health, because Waterfall will absolutely chunk us in the back. We're able to build up over 2 moves, Drill Run will take out the Sylveon, and now we have the Rock Slide for the Gyarados. Rock Slide does big damage there. We are getting very low, but we're able to switch in Machamp, snipe it with a counter, and that is a good game. Alright, hopping into the next match, we have Machamp into Magnezone. Very nice lead. They are going to safe switch into Gyarados. Now here, I am actually going to stay in for a bit. We're going to go for the cross chop, and we're able to successfully get the shield. That is very, very nice. And now we will be able to go for that Rock Slide, which will be doing big damage or getting the final shield. And if we can get shields down, then this Magnezone is absolutely in a rough place in the back. We land the Rock Slide. Now we're going to switch into the Roserade and Poison Jab down to get an energy lead. And if they bring back in the Magnezone, Magnezone is going to get outpaced to this Weather Ball, and this Weather Ball will be doing about half of its health. Weather Ball able to get the shield. That is so nice. And now we're able to get to another Weather Ball. So even without Bullet Seed, Poison Jab on Roserade still does charge pretty quickly. We are going to let this through. Just the Mirror Shot. Mirror Shot not enough to take us out, and they're forced to throw again, and this is perfect. Mirror Shot comes through, and from here we can align it with Excadrill. They have Surfetched in the back, so this game is definitely not over, but Surfetched is so glassy, a Drill Run almost takes it out. We can bring in Machamp, and at this point we don't even have to shield the Machamp. They go for the Night Slash, that will not save them, and from here the opponent does resign the match, and that is a good game. Alright, hopping to the next match, we have Machamp into Dragonite, and this is the team's biggest issue, is unfortunately with the moveset that I'm running on Roserade, I am actually ABA weak to Dragonite. So my main plan is just to stay in, try and play out the zeros, and see if we can land the Rock Slide. Unfortunately, we are unable to do so. We are able to get shield advantage, which is nice, and now I am going to bring in the Excadrill. This is going to be a very, very tough match. I'm going to need Roserade to do some very heavy lifting in the back. Excadrill will be able to help get the Dragonite very low. I switch into Roserade, and we're able to snipe with the Poison Jab before they get to a move. That is very nice, and they bring in Togekiss. So here we may have a chance. We still have 2 shields. Going for the Weather Ball onto the Togekiss, and with that energy lead, we're able to get to another Weather Ball. This will be getting them very low, and we're able to Poison Jab down. So we have 2 shields, and it's Gyarados in the back, but it's Waterfall. Waterfall Gyarados is a really bad sign for our Excadrill. We need the Leaf Storm to land, and they shield it. absolutely heartbreaking. The Gyarados is outside of Rock Slide range, so unfortunately we are not going to be able to get to 2, and we are just going to get Waterfall down. So very unfortunate. That is a good game. Alright, hopping into the next match, terrible lead, Machamp into Togekiss. We are going to bring in Roserade, and the opponent tries to catch a Weather Ball onto Gyarados, but we're able to hold on to our energy, build up over the Leaf Storm, go for the bait, and get the shield. That is huge. Now here, I'm fully expecting them to just Aqua Tail. I'm pretty low, but we actually survive an Aqua Tail, and we're able to get to the Leaf Storm, and unless they give me that second shield, which they do, they would be going down. So Roserade able to get both shields, and now in comes Machamp. And since they threw on the Roserade, this should just be another Aqua Tail, which we can very safely tank, and I'm actually going to overfarm here. Because while Waterfall does chunk, it does a lot less than Charm, so this is my Machamp's best opportunity to get an energy lead. They bring in Togekiss, we have Excadrill, and they're staying in. I am going for the Rock Slide before they can switch. Rock Slide lands, they switch out, and they have Snorlax in the back. Now, we are not out of the woods yet. These licks on Snorlax really do add up onto Excadrill, and since it's not the Shadow Snorlax, 2 Drill Runs does not KO. They can just go straight Body Slam, since they know that Excadrill is so glassy that at this health, even a Body Slam would threaten us. So we are going to be double committing the shields, building up a ton of energy, and now we are going to be going for the Drill Run. I remember the switch clocks are misaligned, so we're going to bring back in Machamp, farm down, and with the extra energy we farmed earlier, we are able to reach a Rock Slide. Rock Slide takes out the Togekiss, and that is a good game. Alright, hopping into the next match. We have Machamp into Electivire. So some absolute spice. You love to see it. We are going to be going straight away for the Cross Chop. I am terrified of a Wild Charge. We shielded up, but they're actually running Thunder Punch. Interesting. Most Electivires run Ice Punch Wild Charge. It looks like they're actually running Thunder Punch, although maybe they did run out of TMs. Again, I'm going to respect the Wild Charge. Unfortunately, just the Thunder Punch, and we are able to farm down. But we're down 2 shields, which could get a little rough. They have Conkeldurr in the back. We are down shields, but Machamp up energy can threaten, and we should be able to start getting those shields back. We're able to get it to about half health, and now we're able to force the shield. They'll throw before we get to a move. Very nice timing. But again, with Poison Jab, we can threaten a potential farm down with the Roserade. Roserade comes in, and Roserade able to get to a move. Able to get to the Weather Ball, and if they want to get this energy off, they'll have to shield. They shield, it's a simultaneous switch. We have Excadrill, they have Togekiss, and that is a good game. Alright, hopping into the next match. Pretty nice lead. We have Machamp into Magnezone, and they are going to safe switch into the dreaded Waterfall Gyarados. And I do typically like to stay in with Machamp for these switch-ins, at least for a while, to try and get shields down, just because, honestly, my whole team has pretty good matchups against Magnezone, so switch isn't excessively important. We're able to tank, and on 1 HP, we're able to get to the Rock Slide. That is massive. Rock Slide lands. We bring in the Roserade. We're able to Poison Jab down. They bring back in the Magnezone. But again, with that energy lead, Roserade is going to be able to start spamming out these Weather Balls. The first Weather Ball lands, doing about half health, and we're already at the second. So we are in a pretty good spot here. Weather Ball, able to get the shield. And at this point, I'm already at another one, so I'm thinking I may as well shield up. And they go for the Flash Cannon, the spice. We shield up, and then the opponent realizes it's over and concedes the match. Alright, hopping into the next match. We have Machamp into Snorlax, so this is a very nice lead for us. And they're going to save switch into Metagross. So right away, they are showing they are double weak to counter, so this is a pretty good sign for me. Honestly, when they brought in the Metagross, I should have instantly switched into Excadrill. That was a definite misplay by me, and now I'm forced to burn shields. I'm not going to be able to farm down without eating another Meteor Mash, so I will throw the Cross Chop to secure the KO. And here I am fully expecting them to have a Charmer in the back, but they bring back in Snorlax. So this has me worried that they could potentially be triple weak to counter. The fact that they're bringing Snorlax in and attempting to go for a lick down on a fighter, they are looking very weak in the back. They tank that as well. And here, my backline is very glassy. I can't afford to give up that final shield. We come in with our Excadrill, and it's an Excadrill of their own. They are running Snorlax double steal. Definitely a really rough line if you encounter a fighter. I switch into Roserade and we try and catch. Unfortunately, we're not quite able to. They still throw the energy. They go for a Rock Slide. In this situation, both are neutral, so you want to be going for the Drill Run, because Drill Run does get same type attack bonus, so it will actually do better. We're able to get the shield, which is very, very nice. And now, bit of a tough call to make. I actually am going to shield it up just because we were so close to the Weather Ball. And Weather Ball is going to be doing a nice chunk of damage on the Excadrill. We are able to Poison Jab down the Snorlax, and that is a good game. All right, hopping to the next match. Ooh, and it's snowing now. I'll be honest, this is my favorite battlefield. When it's snowing, it just is so picturesque. So Waterfall Gyarados lead. Again, we cannot have this aligned with our Excadrill, so we're going to stay in. We bait and the opponent calls it. What a call by the opponent. They go for the Aqua Tail. We can survive that, and I could have gotten to the Rock Slide, but they think I was at it anyway, and they shield. So either way, didn't end up mattering. We are going to bring in Roserade. And Roserade with the Poison Jabs will be able to apply a decent amount of fast move pressure here. We are just farming, getting all of that energy, and I believe this should just be an Aqua Tail. It is the Aqua Tail. Even a resisted Aqua Tail does so much to Roserade. We leave with a ton of energy though. What do they have? They bring in Togekiss. So things are looking pretty good for us here, because hopefully they are weak in the back, and we are able to apply a lot of pressure between these Weather Balls and these super effective Poison Jabs. Able to land another Weather Ball. We switch in on the Excadrill, and it's their own Excadrill. And since we switched in first, we are ahead on energy, which means we are going to be able to win the mirror. And if you're able to win an Excadrill mirror, you typically leave with a ton of health, and you are in a fantastic position to win the game. So, suspecting a potential steal in the back, the aggressive swap will pay massive dividends, and that's actually going to win us the game. Since we switched in first, we are able to get the energy lead, win the mirror, leave with a ton of health, take out the Togekiss, and get the win. Alright, hopping into the next match, we have Machamp into Magnezone. Very nice lead. They are going to save switch into who else but Waterfall Gyarados. That is basically all I have seen this week is Waterfall Gyarados and Charmers on every single team, it feels like. We are going to be going for the cross chop. We do get the shield, which is very nice, unlike our last opponent who was able to call the bait. And now we are going for the Rock Slide. Rock Slide lands. That does a nice chunk of damage. Now here, bit of a tough call to make. I actually am going to let that go. We are going to bring in a Roserade, and we are going to farm down. And they have Haxorus in the back. So things are looking a little rough. But honestly, Haxorus is so glassy that a Leaf Storm should do a ton of damage. The better play was probably to go for 2 Weather Balls, since that would have gotten it into Drill Run range. But I'm pretty sure that with these Poison Jabs, it should be in Drill Run range anyway. They go for the Night Slash, and here we just have to watch for the catch. We're going to farm up. They go for the catch onto Magnezone. We just farm up to 2, and from here, this is a pretty straightforward game. They failed the catch, that was their win con, and now we're able to go back-to-back, and the Excadrill will be taking out the Haxorus. So normally that's the other way around, but this time Excadrill gets the revenge, and that is a good game. Alright, and hopping into, I believe, the final match. Looks like I was playing some nighttime GBL. As you can see, I have been playing this team over the course of a few days. They are going to save switch into Dragonite, and we are going to be going for the Rock Slide. This is a bit of a tough matchup for Excadrill, because unfortunately, if they're able to land a big move like a Hurricane or an Outrage, they have the ability to flip switch. They go for the Dragon Claw, but we are able to go for the Rock Slide, and we are going to make them make the first shielding decision. They do decide to shield up, and I'm going to match. If possible, I want to get shields down. ROSERADE can do fairly well with shields down, especially once Dragonite is out of the way. We're going to be going for the Rock Slide. They shield up. They are going for Switch. And they throw. That's huge. I think they could have farmed down there, but they got a little nervous about Excadrill's energy. This is massive. We are going to come in with Machamp, and we are just going to keep farming, because this very well could be double flyer. And if it is, I'm going to want to have a Rock Slide loaded. We do have the Rock Slide loaded. Moment of truth. Is it a flyer in the back? They bring an Excadrill, and they make an amazing catch onto Togekiss. Incredible play by my opponent, catching the cross chop. But the good news is we have Poison Jab ROSERADE, and even despite that amazing catch, Poison Jab ROSERADE does very well. We're able to land the Weather Ball, and now we are able to Poison Jab all the way down. Back in comes the Excadrill, and we are able to get off that Leaf Storm. Leaf Storm with the big damage that takes out the Excadrill. And that is a good game. So all in all, I had a ton of fun with this team. It's not a team I would recommend running if you're looking to like climb an elo, but if you're looking to have some fun, honestly, I had a blast running it, and being able to surprise people with ROSERADE was very, very enjoyable. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.